Hey friends, this is going to be, I didn't get a fat wood fire Friday. I was busy. You know, life gets in the way. So we're going to do one now, but we're going to include, I got a new knife. Odin Wolf. So this is, my youngest boy got it for me. It's for Christmas, but he couldn't wait, which is fine. So I told him I'd check it out. So this is their answer to a Mora. It's a full tang, pretty decent 440C steel. Got a really grippy handle. So I'm gonna do some fat wood with it here. I'm gonna get a fire going, and then I'll show you my progress on the shelter, and I'm gonna make a cup of coffee, and we're gonna update my sticker board. Okay, so I don't have any solid spots back here because every time Maggie comes back, she digs a hole. So it feels really good. Feels real good in the hand. So Bryce gets me, I usually get a knife every year for Christmas from him. Last year I got a Olight, arc light. But he was over and helped do wood here a week or so ago, and he said he couldn't wait any longer. He had to give me this knife. He's had it for a while. I assume he ordered it on Amazon. It looks like a pretty nice 90-degree spine on the back too. I got a bunch of stickers from everybody that I met down at the fall meetup, and I'm just getting around to putting them on the board. Yeah, that scrapes up real nice. Okay. So I'm going to do some more with this knife. I like it. I like the feel of it. Like I said, that whatever that rubber grip is, it's grippy. Pretty much it's like a Mora shield or sheath. Okay. Barrel rod, striker. I'll strike this. I'll put it in the fire pit, and I'll turn you around so you can see it. Okay. Get you turned around. Did I get it all in the frame? No. Most of it. Looks like it's going to go. Alright, I'll bring you back here in a minute and we'll do the picture board. Well, hold on. I'm going to put since I got that. I'm going to make some coffee. Yep, I think it's going to go. here. My little alcohol stove I took out of my pot. Okay. Yeah, you can see the board. So it took me a little while when I do these. So it's been quite a while since I've updated this. So we're going to start off first. Bluegrass Bushcraft. Robert, he put on the fall meetup. And I have Donna, Dream Creations. I had already had hers. I got another one. Right now I have Fab Creations. Haven't seen him on YouTube for a little while. Open Air Fish Market, Tommy. Michael Bruner. Good luck, or congratulations, because he just got his deer. His freezers are going to be full this winter. I think he got a buck and 2 does, him and his wife. Carolina Chris, he was at the meetup. Plain Old Chuck. And Redneck Renegade. There's another Bluegrass Bushcraft. This was the fall meetup one. But what I did is, instead of sticking them on something, I put them on a sheet magnet. That way I can move them around. This is Kentucky Woodsman. I met him at the fall meetup. I'll bring you in closer once I get them all up on here. Cheesehead Chris. We fished down on the river there at fall meetup. Go check him out. He's deer hunting right now. Appalachian Outdoor Adventures. Like I said, all these guys are guys I met down at the fall meetup. Carl's Outdoor Adventures. Carlo. And then Carl's Camp Kitchen. So I've cooked a couple things that I saw Carl cook on his video. He's got a nice camp kitchen set up. I think it's in his backyard. The one, the only, Ron T. Sawyer, the legend. Him and Plain Old Chuck were camped right down from where I was. Central Kentucky Bushcraft. So I think I got to check, because he does a I think he does a meetup too. We got to look at that again. And then I got another Plain Old Chuck here, but it says I survived the weekend with Plain Old Chuck. That's fall meetup. So I thought that was a pretty cool sticker. So I need to stay on this and make sure I keep up with it. Give me a second, I'll bring it right in so you can see it. Kind of show you what I got. I put a tarp on top of the shelter, and then I got take you around the back side and show you. Okay, basically I'm just I put some dead branches and a bunch of leaves up there. And then I have at the time right now, it seems like an endless supply that I can get of these. They're not quite 4x4, they're maybe a 3x3. So what I'm thinking is I'm gonna cut, stack, screw those together, and I'm just going to build log walls for this thing out of those. Zero other than screws. Yeah, like I said, other than screws, I don't have much of an investment other than screws and the time in this. So I picked up probably 70 or 80 of those the other day. I think I'm going to stop tomorrow. I got a doctor's appointment in the morning, so I think after I get done with that, I'm going to shoot out and see what else is there and get some more steel company, they get their steel banded up on this, and they just throw them to the side and give them away. A lot of guys cut them up, take them home, burn them for firewood. I do have some cut up in my bus that I used to start fires. I better check my water. Water's not boiling yet. But I think that's what I got going. I had another video deal I was going to try to do. I'm building a windscreen, a tall windscreen, so that when I set my Dutch oven out, I can block the wind around it, so hoping it'll cook a little better that way. So when you'll see the video as soon as I get I had to order some split rings. I had a bunch of split rings that I thought would work, but they were just a little bit too small. I even fooled around with putting some wire on them. That didn't look too neat, and the wire's sharp, so I thought, you know, I'd just go ahead and get some split rings and put it together. So once I get that, it'll fold up. Like I said, you can buy them, but I think I got $6 in split rings, and the rest of it's just out of the trash, sheet metal trash at work. So working on that. I think we're gonna go back to the bus. I'm gonna try to get all Christmas decorations and stuff out this week. We may decorate in the evenings, try to get everything done, because then we got Thanksgiving. And like I said, I think Friday we may go back to the bus. I got some bubble foil insulation that we're going to cut out to fit all the windows, because we want to do some winter camping in it. It's got the wood stove and everything. I think the bubble foil will help a bunch with all the all the windows that are in it. That'll help insulate a little bit better. It typically doesn't take very much to warm up that bus, so let's see, I got Scott, Rat Pack Bushcraft. So he gifted me this cup down at the fall meet. I went up to his camp, and he was making coffee, and he asked if I wanted some, and I said, yeah, but I didn't bring a cup with me. So stuck my Coleman sticker on it. It's just a nice, really good little espresso cup. Today we're just going to do some Black Rifle Instant. I've already had a cup that I ground this morning. As soon as that water is probably pretty close right now, I don't want it so scalding that I can't drink it. Oh yeah, perfect. Got the little bubbles on the bottom. This is a little, I think I called it a corn boiler from my rendezvousing days. I've made everything from ramen to oatmeal, copper tin line. It was an Amish coppersmith. He used to camp at a couple of the events, and he made it. I think it was like $15. I'm like, that's crazy cheap. You probably can't do it for that now just because of the price of copper, but brought one of the tripods up that I made the other weekend camping. Got a 200A hanging on it. I knew I was going to need some light to be working back here in the evening, so I fired, I don't think I put any pictures up of it. I had a little, it's a 242C single mantle, and all I could find on the bottom of it was 6.6. So I put it on the Coleman Collectors forum thing, a picture of it, and asked what year. So I was told 6 of 46. Now, I don't remember where I got this lantern. I've had it for quite a while, it's just been hanging. But I'm pretty fond of these 200As, the single mantle, how bright they are at night, and the ease to work on them. So I got that 242C down, took the cap off, tank's clean, put some fuel in it, pumped right up. The cap was leaking, so I took the cap back off, looked at it again. Well, a little gasket in there was shot. So I had an O-ring that fit perfect, put it back together, pumped it up, and the thing lit and just sat there and purred. So yeah, I'm not fooling with the, I've got a few new ones I use on the, well, when I say new, 80s, 90s maybe, that I use on the back porch when I'm cooking. But for the most part, those older lanterns, those are the ones. So I got several, I don't know, last count 20 some probably hanging in the garage, and some of those are, I guess you would call them parts lanterns. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan this winter. I don't know, I've said it a couple winters, I got to get my shop organized, get a station on the table just to work on lanterns, and I got some leather projects. Oh, I got a new, okay, I'll do another video, but I'm gonna show you right now. I'm gonna have a few, very limited supply, Redbush Primitive Hanks. So they're maybe 12 by 12, cotton this side, and then they're a fleecy flannel on the back side. So you can wipe your nose with it if you want. I use it, just that fleecy side, I use it every day just to wipe my glasses. And I don't know, it's cool. Wipe your knife off. So I've seen these, a lot of EDC Hanks. And I think it was a couple years ago the wife made me, she made me a few of these Hanks. So I said something and she'd been in full production mode here. I've sold several. Like I said, I will do a video and I'll lay out what I have with a number on it. And then if you're interested in, I'll let you know whatever, how to contact me and how much they are. I'm pretty sure the big Hanks are going to be $20. That includes the shipping to you, because the shipping stuff is nuts. And then I also have, she made some smaller ones that are basically to clean your glasses, wipe off your knife, wipe off your phone screen. But like I said, it'll be a limited number, one or two of each color, I think. See how that goes, and she may make more. She's been doing these in between her crocheting and everything else that she's making, sewing. Christmas time coming. I spent yesterday and the day before on the wood lathe working on Christmas projects, trying to get that stuff done. And then yeah, and then out here fooling with the bushcraft camp. I get sidetracked, and the next thing you know, I got a lantern tore down. I welcome all the new subs. It's been doing great. I started doing some. I started putting some little videos over on TikTok and Instagram. I guess Instagram, I just been posting photos of what I'm doing. That's kind of the, I don't know, I get busy doing stuff and then I don't. When I'm done with it, I realize, hey, I should have made a video, or hey, I should have took some pictures for Instagram, or I don't know. But I think I'm at like 1,050, which is awesome. I was stuck there at 300 or 400 forever. I thought I'd never get any farther than that. So that's cool. I got a couple ideas. Like I said, I'm working on this shelter and get that up. I like to do a overnighter back here in the shelter and do some cooking over the fire. I just finished a book, Comfort Crisis. Yes, Comfort Crisis. I can't think of the author's name now. Pretty interesting. They talked about one of the guys he talked in there about was GoRuck. I think it's GoRuck.com or .org. I think they're out of Jacksonville, Florida. They sell rucks and stuff, but I mean, that's part of their business. But basically they're saying put a rucksack on and go for a walk. So that being said, I'm gonna try to do a little more of that. I'm working on a little. Rat Pack's got a trail back through the woods there. I've walked a couple times here. I think McGee went back and cut some brush, or some bigger logs that were on the trail. And I took some little pruners and trimmed some eye pokers and stuff out of the way. But hoping to just come home and throw on a ruck, probably a headlamp, because you know daylight savings time is dark. And doing some rucking back there because I got this thing in the back of my head, Knobstone Trail. It's down in southern Indiana. I think it's 47 miles long. I got a thing in the back of my head says I need to go walk that. I've watched some Knobstone videos. I watched one guy did it in 2 days. 2 days, 1 night. Yeah, cool. That was awesome. He did that. Me, I'm thinking 4 or 5 days. I wanna stop and smell the leaves on the ground when I do it. I don't want to just hustle through it, and I'm old and I'm fat and my knee hurts sometimes, so I'm not gonna push myself. But I really like to go hike that trail all the way through. So I got a book in my cart on Amazon. It's got a list of all the shuttle people, so you can drive down, park your vehicle. You can drive to different locations and cache water. Not a lot of water on that trail to just stop and find water. So you can stop and cache water along the way, because there's no way you can carry all that water. And they also will shuttle you. So you can park at one trailhead, they'll shuttle you to the other end, and then you can hike back to where your vehicle is. So I'm kind of studying, trying to decide. I got some more, I got to do some more. I've done some hammock camp. I need to do some more hammock camping and get that whole system figured out. The light goes, I'm like plain old Chuck, you know. I got a pickup truck, and I fill the thing clear full when I go somewhere to camp, and I got to get away from that. Right now I got, if I count this knife, a neck knife, 2 pocket knife, one is none, multiples are one, so that's how I do it. But if I'm going to go hike a trail, I can't carry all that stuff, so I hiked, I hiked 3 or 4 miles in the Appalachian Trail in New York when I was in the Army. Me and a buddy, young and dumb, we loaded up 40-45 pound rucksacks, drove up to this little church that was a put in there for the trail, and we took off and we hiked, like I said, 3 or 4 miles, and all 3 or 4 miles of it was pretty much straight up. And it didn't take long to figure out. We stopped and ate some lunch, an MRE, and it didn't take us too long to figure out, yeah, you don't need to carry all the junk you carry with you. So I'm going to work on that back here on this trail, hiking that there, maybe hike up front. Where I live up front, there's a church and a big cemetery, and I walk that quite a bit, where I'll go up and just zigzag the roads to the cemetery. It's an older cemetery, got a lot of really cool stones. Can't hike on the, or walk on the trail or road out here. It's a state road, it's narrow. Most people drive with a phone in their hand, so I don't want to get run over. So that's kind of the plan. I figure if I can work that through the winter, hiking this other trail back here, maybe I'll be ready to go down and do part of that knobstone. I'll do the whole thing, I'd like to. If not, I'll do a couple sections of it. But hike, hammock camp. That's one of the things in the back of my head. Next month we're going to North Carolina. I'm going to stay on the ocean. So hopefully get some good sunrise videos, and I'm going to do some surf fishing. It'll be a good time. Like five days, I think, of just relaxing. I'm sure I'll throw one day in there where I run around and look for Coleman lanterns and stuff, but I haven't had any luck with that on the East Coast. I just don't I don't know that they used them that much on the East Coast. This area, Indiana, Michigan, Ohio, Kentucky, more people used them. Coon hunters, ice fishermen, cat fishermen. So there's a lot more plentiful here. Alright, I think that's all I got for you today. Thanks for watching me sit here and ramble on and on. I'll pack up my stuff, take back up to the porch. Probably gonna carry down, I can't get my four-wheeler in here, so I've just been carrying the wood for the cabin down here. But like I said, thank you for all the new subs. Thanks for all the comments. I enjoy sitting and answering those. I know I don't get them right away. Usually a day or two and I get all the comments answered. And then we'll be back Wednesday with Wednesday's Words of Wisdom. And then I'll do my best to get out a Fatwood fire on Friday. I'll say this one here, maybe this one counted for my last Friday that I missed. Gorgeous day today. I don't know, 60 something, sunny, heavy frost this morning. Okay, see, started rambling again. All right, thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see you Wednesday.